What is this music? How do I make it not full screen? Oh, there it is. Okay. I think we're fine. It's taking a while for the stream to connect to the thing. Hook the game? Is that what it's referred to as? Hook it! Whoa, it's Mecca! I've heard I might be getting some company for this. So I don't know. I've only seen like one GIF from this game, and it was like some dude without legs, or oh no, he was like a little person, and he's beating the crap out of the player. That's the only GIF I've seen from this game, and it sold me. And break. Okay, so it's an actual full screen game. Oh, it might be like one of those old games where you have to do it through the Steam settings. Hold on. Pathologic. Properties? Launch options. -W? Let's try that. -W is like an iconic... Okay, I still can't see the Twitch chat.
Traces of the...
I need to Google this. Sorry. Try adding full screen equals 0 at general section of config. Oh boy, that's advanced. Okay. Sorry, I should have tested before, but I didn't. Would it be bin? Would it be in bin? No. Data? There's config. Go to general. For full screen equals 0. Let's try that.
Trace...
You see, it's still not... really irritating. It's not the right config? Config that. Oh, it's in video, not general. Ah! Ah!
Allow me to remind you that an epidemic of unknown origin has already eradicated a few genuinely distinctive towns in the northern part of the country. The cause and circumstances of these tragic events remain uncertain. There is a lot that we cannot explain yet. It appears as though the plague has a mind of its own, as if it is driven by some irrepressible will. Why else has no one managed to fight it successfully? Why does it target the most precious aspects of our existence? The
It's got a
sand plague
really
picks its victims fastidiously, and the same principle always draws it back to whoever tries to oppose it. Surprisingly, we've yet to hear a single word from the powers that be.
It's got really annoying mouse locking. This is very frustrating. Sorry. I'm trying my freaking hardest here.
Traces of the supernatural reveal themselves more often than intelligent and reasonable men would prefer them to. Chimeras, worshipped by our ancestors centuries ago, crawl back into the light from ancient times. The directors of our fate rain ash down on us from the grey heavens. They conceal themselves beneath us, above us, and among us, staying hidden until we muster up the resolve to meet their malevolent gaze. Having been discovered, they appear in the flesh for a mere moment, and then they expire horribly, wreaking havoc on the world that they rightfully see as their toy.
Sorry. Let's Shift Windows Alt. trying to... This. Okay. I think we are in business. Hello? Mecca, can you say something in chat? Everything seems to be working. Actually, I can say something in chat. Alright, we are in business. Sorry about that, everyone. It's one of those games that likes to have a lot of control over what's going on with your screen.
So, it's all about...
Hold on. Please tell me there's an option for, No?
to you? Wherever have you come from?
No. I detest trickery. But if we ourselves are to suffer deception, our hands are no longer tied. Where are we?
Well, the muscular contraction is there. Means you're already inside of him. This must be one of the ventricles, right here.
What a silly place. It's stuffed. So it's not real for now? I don't think it has started yet.
Does it matter what it's made of? It's definitely struggling. We need to perform sectio transversalis. Cut the wall. There's no other way out. What else is there to do?
I know what to do. Those who favor hard logic and direct action are bound to be misguided. Only a miracle can set us free without us having to destroy something. And I can do miracles. Just let me.
Will you please be quiet? You're a liar and a thief. Who is going to believe you?
Will you please be quiet?
Truth is my shepherd. Whatever happens, I will find answers, and justice will be restored. I will perform the operation. Medica morbo adhibe.
Don't you go all bossy on me, clever clogs. You will act justly, but your justice will blind you and become his demise. This calls for the gentle hand of a surgeon. Step aside, both of you.
Your gentle hands are used to killing, not giving life. You will inevitably do harm. As for Brainy, he has no regard for casualties at all. Neither of you knows compassion.
Yes, it seems unlikely that we'll get along well, but there's only one truth.
Any choice is right as long as it's willed. That's the truth of the matter.
Only the heart will show you the right choice. Stop thinking about yourselves. Think of the sick. He's in pain. I can't see it yet, but
Are they talking about me?
It's not even a trap. It's a grave. Subipsum funis sumus. Can't say I hold a soft spot for it.
I can see that. You're full of hate. Stuffed or not, it's breathing. I can hear it. It can be healed rather than killed.
You mean you won't become a killer? But you will. Mark my word, that's exactly what will happen. But I can avoid it.
No, we won't ever get along. I suggest we be on our way. The sooner the better.
Off we go then?
Let's go. The clock is ticking.
What are these characters? The girl especially is a freaking... Like, what was that performance? That's awesome. Oh, I'm still here. But they're gone. Or I think they're gone. I can't see shit, man. Was that like a dream or what was that? Like it seemed like a play almost. Okay, you push E. Is that them? Oh my god, these are who I'm playing as? Those three characters are the player characters? Oh. Oh boy. I like the actual photographs for them. Yeah, this is my first time. The only thing I've seen from this game is a gif of a little person beating up the player. That's all I've seen from this. Oh, and also there's like a guy that kind of looks like they have the mask from the Dark Souls 2 trailers. The assassin mask. History of humanity witnessed a number of... Is this this is the Brainiac that they were talking about? I thought it was like a weird, like, I don't know what that was. I love games that feel bad to play. I was looking at, there's like some like weird survival, like, I don't know, that looks really bad. Like your arms can like get chopped off and stuff. It's like I don't even know. It's like a really weird looking game. I want to check it out sometime. There's like I saw someone on YouTube that does like really long form videos about their gameplay, and it looked really horrible. History of humanity witnessed a number of catastrophes that have demonstrated without a shadow of a doubt the pettiness of human achievement and the triumph of the invincible evil. Outbreaks of infectious diseases that have from time to time wiped towns and cities off the map are undoubtedly among those. However smart and virtuous, the people caught up in these destructive events have repeatedly come to the conclusion that it's no use trying to fight these circumstances. The best you can do is bite the bullet and cope with your losses. This is the story of a person who has managed to work a miracle and defeat a seemingly unvanquishable foe. Respects. How do they call upon the Menku, the faithful of a wardenkin, known by their hand... What the fuck are these... How do they call upon the Menku, the faithful of a wardenkin, known by their hands, for they are butchers, known by their eyes, for they are surgeons, they who follow the lines, they who are the leaders of the kin, they who speak to Udurfs, they who know the secret art of Haruspicy? Haruspicy? What is a Harusp? Come on! What is a Haruspex? Reading the future in the entrails. He knows that a body bears semblance to the universe. Haruspicy. Yeah. His scalpel follows the lines of the body. His steps follow the lines of his kin's fortune. A Haruspex that can tell a true line from a false one is entrusted with power. A Haruspex who is confused by his path gets buried into the deep black flesh of the earth. This is the story of a person who has avoided the contradiction, eager to rip a doomed life apart, masterfully fulfilling his true purpose in the process. So, that little intro sequence, the surgeon guy seemed like the most like level-headed, like normal, non-drama class person there. But this description of him kind of gets me a little bit worried. I'm a little concerned with this guy. I don't know what Haruspicy is. What is this? Bachelor? Or I can't see the text because the Twitch chat is in the way. Maybe I'll move it up to the top north. Put you up here. Vanishing chat to the north. Birds, entrails. Common in ancient Rome. I see. So it's just some kind of divination. So this guy's like a cynical piece of shit kind of guy. He's kind of a doomer. Did he survive from a plague? Is that what they mean by he defeated an unvanquishable foe? Yeah, he's like a skeptic, a YouTube skeptic. I don't know who these people are. Well, I'm gonna have to play both of them if I want to be as a girl, so I'm just gonna start with Bachelor.
Daniil Dankovsky, a Bachelor of Medicine, was brought here by...
Oh, Bachelor, like a bachelor's degree!
Dankovsky
I thought it just meant he's single!
theory challenging the existing notions of human mortality is being harshly persecuted by the powers that be. Suddenly, a letter arrives from a colleague suggesting that there
he just lives by himself.
Evidence
He's got a little apartment.
There is a settlement, the letter says.
Clipping pretty hard? What do you mean clipping? Like it's peaking? Do I need to turn it down?
Of Dankovsky's daring hypothesis. Grasping at straws of hope, Dankovsky decides to follow what he believes to be the sign of divine providence. Without further ado, he sets off for the settlement. Late at night, Bachelor arrives in the town. As he seeks room and board,
is this better?
He gets to know a girl called Eva Yan and stays at her place till dawn.
What do you mean by clipping? They should have, you know, in like The Sims 1 where you can like apply a texture to the model? They should have done that with these characters' faces. Made it look like the dude from, oh, what's that game called? That Rockstar game where the dude is like the gun guy game that Rockstar made, but not GTA, the other one. They're making a no. They're making a second, like a remaster or something of it at some like soonish. I've heard. The guy who has the stupid little like eyebrow and the grin. I want to Google it, but I want to watch this cutscene. Whoa! Is that the changeling? Got some tummy action going on. Oh, yeah, look at that! Look at that dude! Ah! Oh, he looks so weird. He's like those mummies from Zelda. Okay, hold on. What was that? Rockstar PS2 games? I think it was a PS2 game. Max Payne. They should have just put the people's faces on the models like in Max Payne. I think that would have been cool. As of today, my mission remains. But like what did you mean the mic sound is clipping? No justice. Could you explain that so I could resolve it? Was it going into red? I don't know what to do about that. It's fine now? Okay, so I had the gain knob turned up too high. They used to have a different pop filter, and my noise reduction would remove a lot of the volume, so I had to turn it up a lot. But I have a new fluffy pop filter, so I don't have to have it so strong anymore. I suppose. I'm assuming you mean it was it was peaking. Like, was it sounding crunchy, like I was being too loud or something? Is that what you mean? But, well, if it's fine now, that's all that matters, really. Just curious. As of today, my mission remains obscure. The examination of Simon Kane, who is rumored to be a man of incredible longevity, may shake the very foundation of modern thanatology? Like Thanatos? Like the... What is that? Is that Norse? Thanatos. I think that's the Norse dude of death. Maybe the Greek? I don't really remember. Thanatos is Greek? Okay. The Greek god of dying. Not of the dead, but just of dying. Modern thanatology and challenge the existent notions of death itself. However, even if this undying Leviathan proves to be more than a fairy tale, the mere confirmation of his existence won't suffice to prevent the powers that be from shutting our laboratory. Is laboratory just laboratory and laboratory are spelled the same, right? Laboratory? From shutting our laboratory down. I need to figure out the most fruitful approach. Simon is a well-respected man, and if he mistakes my interest for effrontery, it would be nigh impossible to convince him to help me. Isn't effrontery like, blatant persuasion type of thing? Like you're trying to get an in rather than just a genuine curiosity? I'm assuming that's what it means. Like, you know when you can tell when someone just obviously just wants something from you and it just kind of pisses you off a little bit? I'm assuming that's what effrontery is. It'd be nigh impossible to convince him to help me break new ground in the field of human vitality. Okay. Is there a button I'm not seeing? Oh, I push escape, okay. Day 1, by the end of which the Bachelor finds himself battling a truly unvanquishable foe. I didn't even look at the controls. Let's see, controls. Forward, backward, strafe. Use? Oh, you can use a controller for this. Jump? Forge. Lake finder. Oh boy, this is well, hopefully they tell me how to play the game instead of just like, what is this? Is this the nervous system? There's a lot. Hello? Ember! Ember's here.
That's me.
Hi, Ember! Can I tell you something they don't tell you how to do? Yeah, sure. You can jump in this game. Oh, uh-oh. Look at this nervous system. They got a lot going on up top, Ember.
Oh yeah.
Looks like the
Those broccoli head guys.
Yeah,
Bloodborne.
yeah, the lunar blossom moon milkweed rune.
Yeah.
If you press L, you can open the letters menu. Oh, there's only 12 letters in the whole game. My dear Bachelor Dankovsky, it was most disconcerting to learn that the powers that be... Okay, they keep saying the powers that be. Is that like the church? Oh, it's like the government, right? The intention of shutting down the laboratory that owes its fame largely to your own research in the field of thanatology. So it's like they're taking away my grant money essentially. Is it true that your detractors have branded your studies scientifically stillborn? Rejoice, Bachelor, for there is an observable case that would quell the obscurants that reject the research of death, aging, and necrosis as a subject that lacks academic viability. This case, were you to document it, would go a long way towards restoring your reputation as a scholar. The subject in question is Simon Kane, who has ruled the town where I live for as long as I can remember. This man's longevity transcends the boundaries of what is plausible. It is phenomenal, no less, and I struggle to give an explanation of it with what scientific means I have at my disposal. Make no delay. There is a sensational discovery to be made here. A breakthrough that will not only save your laboratory, but also revivify your studies and greatly increase your scientific renown. Your humble servant and faithful colleague, Isidore Burak. Burak. Obama? P.S. I spoke to Simon on your behalf, and he has kindly agreed to facilitate your effort. Daring ideas and far-fetched projects are traditionally very well respected in our neck of the woods. Sometimes you hear a noise of crumpled paper. It means you got a letter missing that can make you miss some questions some days.
You have to read your letters?
Gotta read your notes. Gotta check your notes. Oh, it's interact. Oh, they flex. Okay. Things like glow green when you can interact with them.
So, I'm actually in the perfect headspace to be narrating for this game because, just like everyone else in the game, I too am suffering from a wretched illness.
I have to turn down the resolution just a little bit. I'd have to restart to do that on one night. It's because like this game seems to be really strict about the resolution and the window size and such things.
When you started the file, were you only able to select this guy?
No, there's two guys I could select.
Okay. Who did you pick the Bachelor?
Yeah.
Oh, did you want Shock to voice some of the characters?
Sure.
Cute. Alright, she needs access to join the voice channel.
Thank you. Shift window Q. There we go. Is there like an active timer in this game? I'm a little bit concerned.
I don't know.
Okay. gosh. Shock. Viewer or speaker role. Hi Shock, hi Shock. You should be able to join the streaming VC now.
Hi.
Hello.
Let me turn Ember up a little bit and Shock down a little bit.
Okie doke, sorry.
You're okay. There, that should be fine.
So I can tell from your Fugi image, you're a big Pink Floyd fan.
Alright.
Well, see, it was originally just one fin, and then I turned it into a rainbow,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's just
Okay.
kind of stuck.
I'm gonna have to restart the game actually really quick because I can't seem to move my scissors to the bottom of the screen.
That's a horrible thing to not be able to move.
Can't move
Hey,
them all the
Gorgo.
way down. It gets blocked. There's an invisible wall down there.
It's a
I'm
horrible
safe.
night to have a curse.
I'm safe. Okay. 1 second. Sorry everyone.
Traces
Why not? Why can't I move it down all the way? Oh, that's irritating.
That's pathologic. Irritating.
Am I not supposed to be able to, or is it because I've been fucking with the resolution?
Oh, honestly, I have no idea. This game is designed to be painful.
Oh, I'm fine with it being painful as long as it's intended, and not because I'm trying to. Like, look, I can't. It might be on purpose actually. I can't. No, because I could tap through this stuff before.
Huh.
Would you believe me if I told you that one of the primary mechanics in this game is trepanation?
That's where you get holes in your skull, right? So
Yeah,
that
you
the
drill-
spirits in.
Ow.
Well, out.
Well, sometimes you want them in.
You're doing it because you're trying to get them out, but most of the time it just lets them in.
Yeah.
In Crusader Kings, if you're a witch, they'll suggest trepanning to let the spirits of the air into your skulls to increase your powers.
Oh my god. That doesn't seem right. Do you
traces
think
of
when a person gets trepanated, they stitch that part of the scalp over the hole? Or they just leave it exposed?
That's an excellent question. I figured they'd just drill right through. I don't think anesthetics were in vogue when trepanation was.
Dog,
Oh,
man!
yeah.
That guy's a dog!
Whoa!
Can you also stream your game on Discord?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps. That's a dog guy. Alright, let's see if I can...
Whoa.
There's some way I can hide my taskbar.
A dog man in a Slavic horror game? This is clearly ripping off Darkwood.
Clearly.
What did the dog man have to say?
Woof woof. What's for lunch?
He said that. That's wild.
I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm getting so pissed off right now.
This is also a primary mechanic. The dogman was a loading screen. You see, I know a lot about this game for someone who has never played it.
I use a thing I use an app that moves and resizes windows. And it's fine, it's just this upper border of the game window is making the bottom part inaccessible.
Oh. Yeah, like there's a whole inventory bar down there that I don't think you're able to hit right now.
Mike, did it stop being your favorite game after you played it?
It's so mean. Can I do like -30 for the top? I can! Oh my god. Just do like full screen mode? I want to, but the only full screen option seems to be actual full screen. I mean, actually, hold on, let me Google this. Pathologic HD classic whatever windowed full screen. Because I can't see the overlay if it's actual full screen. Because full screen takes full control over your like rendering thing.
This game has some good music.
Mhm.
I suppose it is fitting that my character is wearing a mask. In fact, let's just go with the mask. Let's do
Whoa.
this one. Alright. Here's my new Fugi, if you would want to reposition it. I have a new one.
Whatever. Alright, I'm just gonna try playing. I can see enough of my inventory to do this, I think.
Okay.
I wish there was a way to have windowed full screen so I could see the overlay and also the game fully without my task. Is there a way to hide my fucking taskbar that I don't know about?
You're on Windows?
Yeah.
Right click on it.
Press and
And there should be
hold, empty
options to lock
space.
it.
Taskbar settings. Taskbar behaviors? Taskbar alignment. Will automatically hide the taskbar.
Is this the one that has characters that randomly show up who are completely naked? Or is that the next game?
I think this game has them.
Please just hide the Ah! Grr, I'm freaking getting pissed off at my taskbar.
Mike says that's pathologic too.
Yeah, the wildlings, I think. No, not wildlings. Fuck, I don't remember. They're
They're
called
They like only wear a mask and they've got their tits out.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Alright, we're good, we're good. The taskbar is gone. I
No
wish I could
taskbar, yippee!
I wish I could interact with this thing. It looks cool.
Take
They
a
got
screenshot of it.
branches coming out their ears.
Scary.
What are these?
Coin?
Shoes? 14, I have 1430 of them. They might be bullets or something.
That's coins.
Oh, it's
Yeah, that looks like
money.
coins.
Kroner. Don't you know where you are?
Is that a dustpan? What is that?
I think that's
A
a
30
a
thing.
gas can.
Oh, it's hard for me to see it.
Is that the only way you can
Drugs.
look at your inventory?
I'm just seeing if I can look at anything. Scalpel.
Oh.
A large cartilage scalpel. Can be used as a close combat weapon. Not very easy to handle, but very effective due to its sharpness. It deals the most damage when attacking from the front. Frequent use causes it to dull quickly. I was just seeing if I had anything I could look at on the microscope. Light gloves made of synthetic material that serves as a good repellent. Protect the hands from contact with infected surfaces, primarily against burns and grazing stabs. Miradorn, a painkiller, rather than a sleeping draft. Draft?
It's pronounced draft.
Draft.
Restores a small amount of health, good for restoring strength during sleep. Miradorm has a strong sedative effect and induces sleep even during excruciating pain.
I wish I had that.
Morphine, oh yum. Universal opiate painkiller has a strong analgesic and sedative effect. Used for heavy injuries, acute pain, and in preparation for surgery. Reduces fatigue and increases health when sleeping.
You must be a doctor.
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
a bachelor of medicine or something.
Yeah. There's a couple of characters you can pick, and one of them is a doctor.
An updated immunity booster. You only useful in very large doses that cause serious health damage. Oh, need white vitamins. Oh, my kidney. Oh. Immunity booster that kills you. That's awesome. Tourniquet. Facilitates health recovery after traumatic injury, stops bleeding, and then immobilizes damaged tissue. Water? Not much of a ration.
Yeah, well, you'll see.
It's clean water, isn't it? Yeah. A bottle of spring water from one of the hidden springs. The Cathedral's Stone Spring. The Spinayarn Square Well. Or the Sugaf Padug Spring on the boundary between the steppe and the rotten field. The water from the latter used to be sacred, but the local areas are worried about drinking it due to its proximity to burial grounds. It is not clean.
That water's got ghosts in it.
It's got corpse water in it. That's what you call the sweet water.
Kerosene! Woohoo!
I knew it was a fucking gas can. I knew it. Wait, what does kerosene say?
Kerosene is used for refilling the lamp. You can just sleep my days away?
You can choose to.
It's a good thing your VTuber covers up the Steam pop-ups.
Are the Steam pop-ups visible? I should probably just disable that. I'll do it later. Because probably disabling it whilst... That's a cool painting.
That is a really cool painting. It's very striking.
It makes me so happy. Oh, in Animal Crossing, you can get the Isle of the Dead painting, and every time I see it, I'm like, oh my god, lesbians.
It's like Signalis.
It's just like Signal. Did I miss some stairs? Is this an escape room?
You just started the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fuck! Found the door!
Queer
This is
people
a
and
really bad
pathologic.
spot for a door. Because when you open the door, you can't even go this way. You have to go all the way around. I guess you could
close the
just
door.
close. Yeah, you could just close the door. I like these
But
big
that door
curtains.
looks like it would actually hit the other wall if you opened it all the way. It would hit the other wall.
I'm getting pissed off at this door. Oh, oh! That's okay. That's okay. It opens in. Oh, that's gotta suck if you're coming up, though. Look at this. You gotta. Oh, what the fuck? Well, it doesn't hit the wall.
That's some old bullshit. It should.
I've got physics. I've got body physics.
If this was the build engine, closing this door while you're standing in the doorway would kill you.
I'd die. I'd be dead right now.
Yeah, your whole body would have jibbed. You'd have to reload your last save.
This isn't a note. Why do you leave these obviously words, letters, papers everywhere? Oh, that looks. I mean, I guess I don't really see a lot of spiral staircases in my.
So
Maybe that's just what they look like.
another thing you'll notice, every single one of the windows is covered up.
Yeah, because I'm a vampire.
And it's covered up with the same expensive upholstery.
Whoa, shit! White woman jump scare. God damn. That looks like it's from DeviantArt.
Well, sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss.
I like
Not
that we
every
have this
painting
like
is a winner.
cool abstract painting upstairs. We got this cool, like really, like it looks like it was like actually painted almost. Like you've got the canvas texture. It's really rough. And you
It's
go
got
down
a
here.
Subtle use of color too.
Yeah,
I
and you
really
go
like
down.
that.
You just got a really limited palette. It's really nice. And you go down here, and you've got this, which is I mean, it's not bad, but it is. It's quite a stark difference, I guess.
Maybe this Bachelor of Medicine doesn't have good taste in painting.
Yeah, that came from their previous occupants.
So who do you think this white woman is? Your sister? Your wife? Your cousin? Your neighbor? Who could she be? Oh, I like that choker.
My lacquer is cracking, see?
What?
My lacquer is cracking.
I had a feeling you would come.
Did the sounds from the outside wake you up too? There's a terrible groan. Did the sounds from the outside wake you up too? There was a terrible groan. And then something snapped loudly.
Day, I think you should waste this character.
Okay. Do you want me to reread it, or are you good for now?
You can do it again.
Did the sounds from outside wake you up too? There was a terrible groan, and then something snapped loudly.
Fell asleep so quickly I didn't even notice. It's like I fainted. So what sounds are you talking about?
I think there are strangers in the backyard, by the pond. They're unlikely to be planning mischief, but I have a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid to go out to them. I hope they go away soon and stop disturbing our sleep.
So is this girl like paranoid anxiety lady, and that's why you cover up all the windows so she doesn't think people are like watching their house or something? Or is this like a real thing that is this a real experience?
This place is a little interesting. You'll find out when you go outside.
Why do you think they aren't planning anything foul? Oh, well, I'm assuming she's being delusional, but I'm gonna entertain her thoughts.
Typical Sammy, chalking up a woman's fears to wild delusions.
I don't know what it's like out there. I was going with my gut feeling.
Our population is so thin. Crime is basically non-existent, especially here in the Stoneyard. Sometimes there are pranks, of course. Fights happen occasionally. People are young here, so they often go out at night. But we're a tight community, and now I hear unfamiliar speech. It's not a good sound.
Go out and take a look. But I'm in a hurry. I must see this founding father of yours.
Are you willing to trade the company of a fascinated woman for that of a dreadful old man? Even if he is a sorcerer? That's so sad. But Simon won't go anywhere.
Oh fuck, do these
He
portraits
is.
blink? Am I crazy?
Yeah, her portrait doesn't look anything like her 3D model.
I thought I saw it blinking though. It freaked me
Oh,
out.
maybe. He is. He always has been. He always will be. Even if the moon were to fall to the ground. Please, stay with me a little longer.
I don't go anywhere. Who was waiting for me? Neither of these options seem like related to. I mean, I guess this one is, but it's kind of like the obvious response. But like this is like a completely different like conversation. Like it has nothing to do with what she's talking about.
I hope I hope you weren't ready to play like a decent human being, by the way. Lori is the messenger riding ahead of the man. A celebrity from the capital. Bachelor Dankovsky, the founder of Thanatica. The man who challenges death. Of course we've heard about you.
Bye! This glory is undeserved yet, but I hope that getting to know your ruler will give me a chance to live up to the expectation.
Oh, thank you. No, sorry. Death. So that's the enemy you've chosen for yourself. Isn't it hard? I don't think anyone has managed to defeat that evil yet.
My enemy is inevitability. I am challenging the forces of nature.
I don't understand.
This guy's fucking eager to finish the conversation.
Oh yeah, no, he's awful.
You may have guessed that this game was not originally in English.
Yeah, some of this writing reminds me of in the first Dissidia game there's a pretty prominent track where the person that wrote the lyrics is like French. So a lot of it is kind of like just like nonsense. I'm kind of getting the same vibes.
So this game is really interesting because overall, like the overarching plot and like the themes and like a lot of the allegories and stuff are really, really deep. There's a lot of interesting detail to the writing in this game, but the problem is that it was originally written in Russian.
Mm.
And Russian and English, and language-wise, aren't the most compatible. So a lot of the translations are really, really weird. The conversations tend to not make much sense.
I can barely understand it myself. Could death only seem inevitable to us, but in reality be nothing more than a whim of the will that had shaped this world? That is the question. So, where is the key to my victory?
It's not far. The Canes live at the Crucible, on Bridge Square. But could I please offer you a piece of advice?
Go on then.
Simon has 2 younger brothers. The eldest of the 2. Really? That's how they're gonna pronounce it? Spell it? The eldest of the 2, Georgie, is called the Judge by the locals. Visit him first. He isn't asleep. He'll teach you how to speak with Simon. The youngest of the 3 is Victor. His daughter, Maria, also wanted to see you. It's probably important.
She's talking about Simon like he's like a statue or something. Like he never fucking moves, and you need to learn how to talk to him. Like, what do you? What's wrong with this guy?
Autistic.
Oh, true. My name is Giorgio Moroder, but most people just call me Georgie. Was it she who knew about my arrival beforehand?
Yes. She told me about it privately. Talking to her is no simple task. Maria is that kind of person. She puts on airs, but that's just how the Canes are. It was Maria who told me that she would help you defeat death. That's the precise wording. What a coincidence.
When she says these people are difficult to talk to, it just means they're annoying. That's what I'm picking up.
Go, and I'll prepare everything for your return. Do come back after you speak to the Canes. They will probably do a lot of things that will puzzle you and put you on guard. I will have some advice that may be of help to you, if you need it.
Okay, I'll come back. What's this? Is this where I am? Eva Jan's house. Okay, so this is... Oh, hey! Abattoir.
That is clearly a heart.
The poly... Sure frickin' is! Factory building number 4, the machine. Boiler room. The old facility. The long facility. Oh, that much longer than the butchering room. Railway. Trains. What are these little symbols? Like which? Oh, there's one right here. What the hell? Oh, is this the other side of the map? I don't know. Is this a graveyard? Looks like a graveyard.
This mansion, called the Stillwater, belongs to a single girl called Eva Jan. An accidental midnight encounter provided me with a lovely companion in temporary logic.
So she is not related to me, as far as I know.
Yeah, no, she's
I can
well, you slept with
totally.
her.
I did?
Yeah.
We banged?
Yeah.
Yeah!
That's
Woo!
right here.
Woohoo!
Sammy already
Yeah!
won. Already
So-
won.
That's awesome. The Crucible, the mansion of Victor Kane, Simon Kane's brother. The Crucible. Huh? Are all three of these the Crucible? Oh, they are. Okay. Simon Kane's brother, Victor Kane's daughter. Simon Kane's brother. So 2 brothers and a niece? Why did... Yeah, okay. So she's this guy's daughter. Theater. Laura Rabel. The Trammel. The lump. Okay. Home to Big Vlad. Oh.
I figure it's worth mentioning that this takes place on the steppe, which is like
the Asian
kinda
step?
halfway into Russia. So you're gonna get a lot of like influence from both Russian and also like
You're gonna get a lot of
Mongolian culture.
Hunnic raiders. Bad Grief Slayer.
Wait, who?
Bad Grief. Bad Grief
Grief.
Slayer.
Oh, I know why that. Okay, yeah.
The Castle of the Soul and a Half. What is this Puritan name? Who is this? Soul and a Half? The warehouse where the urchins under Chieftain Notkin reside. Okay, so it's like a homeless shelter. Or like a... Oh, it could be like a... adoption place, right? Urchins usually
Maybe.
refer to like homeless children, right?
Yeah.
Hospice. What are these yellow buildings? Anna Angel. Pub. You can get drunk. You can go drinking.
Oh, Andres de Martin. That's a name I recognize.
Sticky's house.
Oh yeah.
Sticky?
Do you think Sticky
Yep.
is like covered in like caramel or collects sticks? Maybe both. The Trammel. Oh, I already saw the Trammel. Anything else I need to see? I'm really curious about these symbols. Grace's Lodge. Alright, well, let's go see the Canes, I suppose.
I'm having chest pain.
That ominous singing outside the window is gnawing at me.
I'm
Who could be singing at a time like this?
I'm having chest pain.
I'm experiencing
Can I get a
numbness on the
quickie?
left half of my body.
I don't want to sleep. No, I guess I can't. Is this her bedtime water chalice? What is with all these screens?
It's so quiet
Privacy.
around now.
What did you...
It's so quiet around now.
It's so quiet around now.
You were just complaining about people singing outside.
Let's go see what's going on outdoors.
It's a friend.
Seems to be 2 friends.
Friends. They're friend-shaped.
Yeah, they're
This
they're
is
chill.
Slavic.
He's allergic to shirts. Andrew? Is this Andrew? That's tragedian.
Venerable Bachelor, please be so kind as to linger for a moment. This conversation won't take too much of your time, especially since time stopped.
Shut up, dude! Bro, the fourth wall, come on!
At least during the important ones. And our dialogue is extremely important. You need to know how to play, after all, don't you?
Play? What are you talking about, Mask Man? I'm neither a gambler nor an actor.
Of course you aren't. You are a living, breathing man, as is evident from your conditions and statuses. You experience hunger, thirst, and fatigue. You suffer from pain, wounds, and diseases. You're so lifelike. You have to eat and drink and sleep and rest and to make mistakes.
As someone who's trying to defeat death, I'm gonna say no. I'd win.
If I may, I would like to point out just how important it is to keep an eye on your condition. If you get dizzy or unnaturally sluggish, do have it checked up. Vital processes tend to run faster during emergencies than in everyday life. I knew a person who died of stress, but was diagnosed with starvation.
Cut with the silliness, good sir. I can take care of myself.
So this is like a tutorial guy. You naked? You don't got no feet? Or they're just buried in the tall grass?
He has pants on.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's just very skin tight.
You look like a Egyptian god.
I love this character design.
Oh,
I'll try and take
both
this
of
one,
these
I guess.
characters are tutorial people. Go ahead.
Halt! I'm going to have to teach you about the technicalities of the setting, the time and the place. It's non-essential, but that's just how it is. The actor has to be prepared before he goes on stage, or else he'll fall down the aisle or stumble upon the prompt box. That would look mighty silly, wouldn't you agree? I like how they acknowledge the existence of the prompt box.
Who are you?
An actor in a tragic mime show. That's unimportant. Will you listen to me or not?
My name is not important.
Hi, not important. Nice to meet you.
Mr. Important is his name.
Time flies by. It can't be stopped or turned back. Nights follow days, which are then followed by nights. Things happen without any regard for whether you're there to witness them. Don't expect anyone to wait for you. Most events can be missed. And so it would make sense for you to visit the places that you care about regularly. You'll find the people that will play major roles in your fate there. They stand out from the common folk. The rest are just a crowd shot, a background, a bunch of extras. Indeed. Still, it's best to avoid hasty judgment. It's a paradox, you see. Don't try to care too much for the lives of these bound to stand out people. And don't be too dismissive of the silent crowd. Both extremes will end in tragedy. This world cares for your reputation, a fine and crucial instrument. Your reputation changes the world you see, for it is a mirror, wouldn't you agree? And so a bad reputation can get you into a lot of trouble. Oh, need I describe? You've got a vivid imagination. Everything changes, from mystical aspects to mundane things like the people you need treating you badly, how many enemies you've got, how high the prices rise, how bad your dreams are, lots of things.
Story prospect, so how do I maintain my reputation?
Really? How is that even a question? Same as anywhere. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not lie. Thou shalt not betray. Do not steal. Do not covet. Do not be an asshole. Do not get caught. The rules are the same everywhere. A truly selfless deed, like risking something for thy neighbor, or even a person who lives quite far away, can help in a dire situation. Really? Good for you, then. As for me, I can't see anything in this mask. I have no idea what's going on.
Shut up, dude.
Anyway, don't get too worked up about human lives, and don't put too much stock into another's words, mine included. He who trusts everyone is asking to be deceived. Simon Kane does not reside. He lives, or rather exists. He reigns, he creates, he makes mistakes, and brings joy to the people with the mere fact of his existence. All that happens at the Crucible. Go left along this alley. As you reach Bridge Square, look to the right. You'll see it.
Thank you. So there is like a ticking time thing that I should be.
Oh yeah.
I should not linger about too over long.
Yeah.
Oh.
Lucky for you, the world is relatively small.
Is that a human being? What?
You could say that.
My man's halfway on his way to being a Tonberry. What's going on here? Combat tutorial? Hey boys. What's good? You know what? I'm gonna talk to you. Worm! That guy's a worm!
The worm feels sick. Head packed. Blood boiling. Belly freezing. Let the worm warm up. Let him take a rest. Don't touch us. We're dangerous.
Whoa, that's some stench, you animal. How on earth do you even live like that? It's like, get lost, I'm even more dangerous. Oh, fuck, shit!
Good job.
Nice
How
decision.
How do I fight?
That's a good question. I don't think anybody's actually figured it out to this day.
So, picking a fight with this guy is like picking a fight with Tigrex the first time you see him in Freedom Unite. Oh. You got some sick-ass gloves. Ooh, watch your health. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Damn.
Oh, you fucked it.
No! No!
That's it. That's the game.
Woohoo!
Alright. Good game, everyone.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, that's the stream.
Oh no, you're back up here?
Yeah.
So, I'm just gonna be honest about this. This game fucking hates you. That's just how it is.
That's
It
alright.
wants you to suffer. So get ready for a lot of that.
Sammy's into that.
Okay, fair enough.
That's what gets me off.
I played Golem. I beat Golem.
That gets you
Wow.
off what? Off the chain?
I
Off
had
the
a
chain?
feeling you would.
It's gonna get through this.
Yeah, probably the best idea.
Oh, let me see if he is a sorcerer. Their canes are asleep now. Take your coat off? Have a rest in my bed. Let me... Okay. Okay, girl.
Yeah, she specifically mentions enjoying your company last night. Or at least she did in the branch that you chose originally.
Alright, let's try talking to these fellas again. He looks kind of related to a beluga whale.
You should save.
Yeah, this game lets you save anywhere. Save scumming is kind of how you play the game.
Is that what you look like? This right here, down here, or is that just like we didn't want to take a new picture for this guy?
What do you want? This ain't your business.
What is this creature?
An odong, duh. That's what they call them. That's what all them cattle breeders look like. Crude and unshapely and unfinished. Don't you know? Wherever you came from. An intruder, huh? God, the fucking translation's so weird.
I'm a visitor in this town. Oh, they're gonna beat my ass if I instigate a fight again.
Yep.
It's a good thing this game has such baller music. Or else it would probably piss me off.
Yeah, so the fighting tutorial is don't fucking fight, you idiot.
You are but a measly doctor.
Yes.
You are no brute. Also, your one weapon that you have, it says that it gets weaker the more you use it.
Yeah.
And it starts at 50% durability.
I've seen the angel of death by the window.
Hot.
What? Huh? Girl? I didn't see anyone singing. Is that just like a way to get me to go outside? That's not like a real thing I should be concerned about?
You can be concerned about whatever you want to be concerned about in this game.
She said in the backyard, right?
You just said outside.
I don't see no one singing.
For whom does the bell toll, precious? For whom?
I like that balcony up there.
They'll toll us to some bell.
Can I push M? Oh, that's so sick.
Oh my god, look at the bench. Look at this bench.
I can't sit.
It doesn't have any anti-homeless architecture on it.
That's right. This town cares more for the homeless than any modern city. Ow.
I like the rendering fog.
Yeah, it's very Silent Hill.
I was told to go see Maria.
Maria!
So Simon Kane is there. An accidental midnight encounter provided me with a lovely companion and temporary lodging. I'll talk to Maria first.
Yeah, Amber's right though, this music kind of fucks.
Obviously, I'll talk to anyone that looks interesting. Oh. That doesn't look. Whoa! Oh, that's a barrel.
I should warn you about in this game. You can soft lock yourself. There are ways to do it. So fair warning.
Man, I don't think this guy's important to the plot.
You know what he looks like?
What's his face?
He looks like Chad Kroeger from
He does kind of look like Chad Kroeger.
I was gonna say like Justin Timberlake.
Much obliged if you helped me to learn about how to get around your town. There's more than one town here. The first one is called the Bull Project. The second one, the offspring of the project, is the districts. I mean, the residential part itself. Not so long ago, the town also dropped anchor across the river, but I wouldn't go so far as to call that part a district too. It's just the polyhedron. And what's inside of that polyhedron? Nothing really. Children like to play there, I guess. And they say it's perfectly empty. Bare as the palm of your hand. What could there be inside such a monstrosity? I find it unbelievable that it's still standing at all. I'd never let my children enter the damn thing ever.
What the hell?
You've never actually been there yourself? The kids don't like it when we grown-ups try to visit them in the polyhedron. Not like there's anything special in there. Why would anyone even want to climb that thing?
What the heck? Did you see what happened to Wife City?
Yeah. No.
It's Divorce City.
Oh yeah, and yeah. Because they broke up.
Oh no.
Alright. By the way, why do you call your town the districts? Well, it just sort of came to be that way. The Gullet and the Guzzle, the Gorkons, tributaries, divide the town into 3 parts. Each of them consists of many separate courtyards, so maybe that's the reason. I see. Well, here's to hoping none of it comes up today. Every time I finish a dialogue, I think it like respawns my character model like 2 inches off the ground. It happens when I like enter doors and stuff too. Really bizarre.
Why was that dog barking mysteriously on beat to the music?
Shirts. You can buy some apparel.
Yeah. Or get cloth.
This game got drip?
Yeah.
Go
I mean,
get
look
some,
at it.
go
Of
get
course
some
it does.
Yeezys.
No.
I just walk in. Oh yeah, that's true. I'm sorry. I thought I just affiliate them with Nike more than Kanye.
Wow.
That's a really cool painting to have in your entrance.
This is like in Human Centipede when they walk in the German doctor's house and he has X-rays of conjoined twins all over his walls. Swords?
Is this a child's room?
How many swords?
2 there. Third one there, but they're like wooden toy swords.
This is Sora's bedroom.
I don't think a child should have this kind of a scary abstract painting.
I know what that is.
That's the polyhedron, I bet.
I'm not telling you what that is.
Hey, Noct, you're a person I know, right? On Discord? Freddy, right.
Freddy. F5 is the quick
I
save
can
button.
sleep anywhere? That's so weird. I'm used to like Oblivion where like most of the beds are like it's illegal to sleep in them. What's for dinner?
Are those bowls on plates?
It's a smaller plate on a larger plate.
Oh. This house is also rather extravagant looking. You must be in the...
Whoa! She's beautiful.
Wow. That's a really well made drawing. A little tree.
Scary little bonsai. Maria here? Oh, fuck. Girl! Come on!
She also has a choker. She also has nipple buttons.
I should get some nipple buttons.
Oh, mother. Why can't you be here with us?
Would you do a second take?
I love her voice.
Mother.
But dear God, the acting.
Why can't you be here with us?
Mother.
Stop.
Why can't you be here with us? What?
What?
Cutting off the bell tolling is also funny. You resemble an adventurer more than a doctor.
I am eating a chip.
No worries.
Mmm.
Yummy!
Steamed clams.
I am an adventurer. Adventurer?
I'm
the warrior of light.
Dream.
Yeah.
Don't flatter yourself. My desires have nothing to do with that. I simply saw you take us all by the throat. That still sounds sexual.
Yeah.
It really does.
I'm not exactly...
Sammy is not turned off.
What else did you see in that dream?
I'll tell you when I think I can trust you.
Can you save during dialogue?
Well, I
Look,
think that's the one time you can't.
either pick the fascist dialogue or the communist dialogue.
I'll be a soft boy.
It came from below the ground. For many years, we were burying the bones wrong.
You go. Excuse me.
She's a goth icon.
We were burying the bones wrong. What does that mean?
I have a lot to tell you, Bachelor Dankovsky, but I dare not. Until you meet my uncle, Georgie. Otherwise, he'll rip my tongue out for disclosing a secret.
I'm looking for Simon.
I know. But you will have to speak to Georgie instead. They're twins, so you won't be too disappointed.
Fine, where can I find him?
Close at hand, just next door. Go to the wing that's close to the river. Its roof is shaped like a crown.
I'll be back soon.
That's the sound that her badonkadonks make when you look at them.
I wish mine did that.
Did you get the surgery?
Fucking Taco Bell.
Yes, I got the surgery that installed bells inside my tits.
They both look like. Okay. They both kind of. Oh, the one that's near the river. Okay, fair enough. Oh, what the fuck?
LOD, baby. It
What?
just pops in.
That's quite the polyhedron. I'm gonna have to definitely check that out at some point.
Yeah. It's a fun place to be.
What? Huh? Where's the fucking door? Why? Why? Okay. Find it
They
fun
just
that
really don't want you
encountering
disturbed, okay?
the other protags as NPCs. It feels like you're playing them. You pick the most antagonizing dialogue options. Oh, this one's not. This one's big.
If I remember correctly, Pathologic 1 has 4 playable characters.
That only showed 3 unless one of them's secret.
And
one of them's secret.
And
rep time.
It expects you to play through it more than once. It's a game that gets a lot of its value from replay.
Like Nier Automata.
Few people know death.
I need to play Nier.
We only
That's the
endure
point.
it. Usually
I
from
only did
determination.
one
Dude, what?
full
Even
playthrough.
from stupidity and custom.
Hello?
I only did one full playthrough of Nier Automata, and I felt pretty wholly satisfied with just the one
Few people
playthrough. I
know
didn't
death.
feel like I wanted to
We
go back
only
through it again.
endure it. Usually from determination, and even from stupidity and custom.
Someone needs to work on your levels, dude.
I'm too old. Nothing can harm me anymore.
Too old.
Most venerable doctor, it is with great impatience that we have been expecting you. You need not delve into the minutiae of your business with us, since our family is well acquainted with your scholarly work. We are also quite aware of the difficulties you are experiencing, and well prepared to do our utmost to support you. It hurts me all the more to be the one to inform you that Simon, my consanguineous... You don't need to fucking... I know! He's your brother, dude! That's implied!
My consanguineous brother.
The creator, keeper, and embodiment of all that surrounds us has been murdered!
But what if he's lying?
And it's kind of suspicious that you point out that he's your blood brother.
I like that you know what consanguineous means.
Like Crusader Kings, of course I know what consanguous means.
Okay.
That's consanguineous.
Every time I make a religion, I have to know what consanguous means.
Gotcha.
Consanguineous.
You have to decide whether your people are allowed to marry their sisters or not.
Sammy always
Right.
does it.
It's really strong.
Incest makes you powerful.
It's so beneficial. What if you have two children that are leagues genetically superior than the rest of the...
Alright,
You
I'm
know...
gonna cut you short here.
All I'm saying is that royalty they're just better.
Uh-huh.
They're just better than normal people.
Uh-huh.
Say, damn it, why did it have to happen just before I arrived? Right as I found the chance to prevail.
I like how you've made him like a southern prospector.
That's how you get the Habsburgs? Yeah.
That's how you get the
Habsburgs. That's a future problem though. For now, it makes my children really strong and geniuses. They can... It's not my problem that their great-grandchildren will have to deal with horrible defects.
It literally is your fault.
It's my fault, but it's not my problem.
Oh. It'll be
Precisely.
everyone else's problem.
Why did it have to happen just before your arrival? Are you asking yourself this same question? I hope you don't see any connection between my arrival and the murder.
He can read your dialogue choices.
What?
He read your dialogue choices.
In fact, I do see a connection. However, there is no... Do not mistake it for a thought... Do not mistake it for a thought that it was you who murdered him. What do you know? My brother was murdered last night, under the strangest of circumstances. But for all the mystery surrounding his death, I'd rather eschew the notion that his departure was connected with whoever had visited Simon that evening. The visitor is a man of laudable rectitude, and an old friend of our family. There are witnesses to testify that he and Simon did nothing but converse. Has it occurred to you? Who's the visitor? Someone you know quite well. The man whom my brother saw last night was your colleague, Sidor Barak. Was he not the very person to advise you come here as well? I would have told you that I'd been brought here by the hand of fate not so long ago, the naive man that I was. Sidor has done more than he thinks. I have a lingering feeling that time itself is using uncontestable powers to further its... The fuck are these people talking about? What do you think? Categories like time, nature, and fate deprive man of responsibility for what goes on around him. I was taught to avoid this worldview. It could be that my mind is clouded by sorrow, but I cannot escape the feeling that your arrival was no coincidence. Your choice was made for you, my dear doctor. Let us not blame fate for it. Isidore wrote to you without making us aware. He took a risk that could have displeased our family. Why do you speak the word fate with such disgust? I prefer the word time, in the fatalistic sense of the notion, of course. So Simon wasn't aware I would come? Even though we were uncertain of when you would arrive, my brother was looking forward to meeting you. The tragedy may have been a consequence of the actions he took in preparation for your arrival. Someone has taken a powerful piece from the chessboard, a piece upon which your position here depended. It is doubly regrettable that Simon was playing on your side.
Is this like some reference that I'm not getting?
He's making a chess metaphor.
Oh, yes.
And then you're making a chess metaphor back.
So ye presume the queen knew of the blow and sacrificed itself for a pawn? But why? To grant you victory over death. Was it not your ultimate aspiration? To help you, Simon seems to have played a very dangerous game with fate itself. He went out of his way to provide you with a body of evidence. What did he do? It is of no importance to me what exactly he did. He took another leap for the stars and paid a terrible price for it. I repeat, he was murdered. The subject of importance here is the identity of the murderer. Everything is going to rack and ruin. I wish I could take vengeance upon the person who ripped the life from this man. Do you want to help us, Doctor? Find the murderer for us. My brother Victor, who's in the wing next door, would share some of his thoughts on the matter. Help us, and the reward will not disappoint you. Indeed, it seems there are too many coincidences. Your brother's murder could just as well be called the murder of Bachelor Yankovsky. I will help you in every way I can. I am convinced that if there is anyone at all that can help us solve this puzzle, then it is you. And this mission calls for someone as astute and inventive as yourself. If Isidore was an instrument of fate, then Simon's murder is a message that fate intended for you personally. Do not think I thought he prefers to use the word time, not fate. Kinda betraying his own,
You could
premise.
say that some of these people are not entirely truthful when they speak to you.
Do not think I am inclined to blame you for that. I am not. Okay. The mission calls for someone as astute and inventive as yourself. If Isidore was an instrument of fate, then Simon's murder is a message that fate intended for you personally. How do you plan to look for the murderer? We will take our own measures. The only thing I expect from you is to be yourself. Do only what you think is required. Whatever you find out, whatever you do, whatever your day turns into, everything is a clue to the solution of this puzzle. Clue! I repeat.
Puzzle.
Everything that is happening here is happening on your account. You have
Oh no, did I forget to log out?
You have my sympathy. What's this? Oh. Here's the front door. Which is... There should be some sort of symbol. So it's upstairs? Is there an upstairs? Yeah, whoa! Those things are poking through. Sorry for
That's what I dress like.
raising my voice. Nipples are just so freaking awesome.
They're really good. They are really great. I can confirm I have some.
Is that true? That's
Yeah.
Will? Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm really wondering what that symbol on the map means.
Does it mean that it's up there? Like up? These are really... These window frames are bizarre. How would I even get up there? There weren't no dang stairs. Whatever. I think it'd be cool. I really wish shared, like, yards were more of a thing in society. Like, if you could, like, obviously, like, not just willy-nilly. Like, oh, by the way, that house you just bought, you kind of share the backyard with another person. Like, obviously, it'd be like, hey, let's tear down our fence. Whoa. What? Oh, okay. I thought it was like a two-headed, like, horse thing for some reason. But that's just an upside-down person. And quick save.
What?
What? The famous Dr. Dankovsky, your arrival is a great honor for us. Victor Kane at your service.
I like his profile picture. It reminds me of a certain actor.
Trying to think of who you could be thinking of.
He was in Mandy.
Mandy?
He was in Ghost Rider. He was in Mask.
Oh.
Shut up.
I
What?
see.
Don't tell me that.
Sorry.
That's what his profile picture looks like.
He does kind of resemble Nick Cage. Daniel Dankovsky at yours. I foresee that the things that have become ordinary for us will probably make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed.
It looks like the protagonist's brother, the 90s Russian thriller.
He does look very Russian. He looks like a
protagonist of a film named Brother.
He looks like a very Russian Nick Cage. I feel like, I don't know, it might be like a stereotype, but I feel like a lot of Russians have like a narrow chin. Not in like a bad way, it's just...
Russians specifically or Slavic people?
It might be more generally Slavic. Foresee that the things that have become ordinary for us will probably make you feel uncomfortable and disturbed. I would like to compensate for that impression. You know, our small community has fallen out of the loop. Time leaves us behind. I mean the traditions. Games that we play with passion will most likely be of no interest to you. The people you meet here may seem eccentric, naive, or even somewhat deranged. Please, take it easy on us. Don't judge us too strictly. I hope we will be able to work in the atmosphere of mutual trust.
Perhaps old Gimsky is setting a trap for this newly arrived Haruspect.
What? A rust bait? I wish you had told me what they said in their little voice lines that they do. Haruspect. Oh, the Haru Spicy! How can I help you? Georgie has told me everything, which is to say, he told me very little, but it was enough to astound me. He maintains that you can provide a more detailed account. So you have agreed to help us? I have. I ask why. Another game I want to try sometime is that Vampire the Masquerade game. It's like crazy popular, and I've heard a lot about it.
It's like this game, but less Slavic and more buggy.
I want to be a nasty little fucking. What are they called? The Draculas. The Nosferatu. Yeah, I want to be a nasty little sewer goblin.
You can technically do that on your first playthrough.
I heard it's really difficult because everyone hates them.
Yeah, you have to travel through the sewers.
Because they look like Golem.
You have to be very familiar with the map.
I want to solve a problem. That's it. I love the mystery of it. I don't. It's not like I care about the guy. I just want to solve the murder. Let's see. What does each response say about my character? The first one makes me seem kind of paranoid. A little bit suspicious. Second one makes me seem a bit righteous. Third one is someone who really loves a riddle. Let's go number 1. The killer's goals seem to align astonishingly well with the goals of those who've been waging war against my work for years. Yeah. When was Simon last seen? He sent Isidore home. Then, an hour later, he came to this hall to see us. He announced his plans to withdraw to the Focus and receive no one. He told us not to approach the Focus and to fast for... He told us not to approach the Focus and to fast for a week? Partaking of neither meat nor water? For a week?! Alright. Then, in the morning, he was found dead. Why no meat or water? Our explanation is that he wanted to be mourned beforehand, as is the custom with the local people. This is very like him. So he knew in advance that he would die? I think, between you and me, this is precisely what my brother Georgie fears. I can say nothing more about that. The servants discovered him in the morning. Their room had been ransacked. Everything that was breakable had been broken. His disfigured, contorted body bore signs of terrible suffering. His neck was twisted, his spine broken, I think. No one has touched the body. It is currently inside the Focus and will remain there for the prescribed amount of time. What's this Focus place? It's hard to explain. It's a study, if you will, an extraordinary, spacious, creative laboratory, almost perfectly sealed off, except for the door that was visible at all times, metaphorically speaking. It's like an equation, or a mirror puzzle. Anyway, the murderer could not have been hiding there. Take my word for it. He could perform far more impressive feats. He got in there somehow. There's a reason why the whole town revered him. Tell me honestly, dear Victor, did Simon exist at all? Bravo, Doctor. There is indeed a spark of genius to you. Alas, yes, he did. Alas? It's not that I would benefit from his death. Alas, for that would be too simple an explanation. Simon well and truly did exist. That is exactly what's left everyone in disarray. It was so hard for them to accept his existence that the thought of his demise is now driving them mad.
You are all his heirs. Wouldn't you all benefit from his death? Didn't the old man rather overstay his welcome in the world? His death is a challenge to our continued existence. We are neither insane nor, that word that might, get me in trouble when I upload this VOD on YouTube.
What?
S word.
Oh, yeah.
Who do you suspect? Just take a look around. Trust your intuition. Do whatever you like. Speak to whoever you feel the need to. Look for the murderer, Doctor, and you will find them. Keep looking to the last breath. I am sure your rational thinking will help you. So Isidore is the only lead. How can I find him? Who among the townsfolk can help me with this? My daughter will advise you better there. Her name is Maria. For several days she's been obsessed with some design. That is somehow related to your arrival. Yes, don't be surprised. She knew beforehand that you were coming. Really? That's good. Anyway, Maria believes that several bound people will play a special role in your fate. Before you leave this place, of course. Perhaps it is them you should ask for help first. I'll show you, but you must be careful. Simon's murderer, whoever they are, could not be an ordinary person. I can't imagine them even being a person. I fear it could only be fate, wearing the guise of a mysterious monster. Yeah, all the way on the outside of town. Alright. Keep putting on my dukes. Oh, that symbol is me. I was like looking at this arrow symbol before, and I'm like, how do I get there? But that's me. That's my face.
Who is it walking upstairs?
Alright. Let's go find Isidore. And maybe talk to any weirdo freakazoids that I meet on the way. Oh, I wanted to look at the polyhedron. Which is over here. Also, I can see why The Bachelor is the easy run of this game, as locals will be understanding that an outsider will not be used to the customs, so they'll explain it to him when needed.
My dude's just doubled over in the streets.
Just stretching.
Yeah, as one does. Totally normal architecture, nothing to see here.
This Fortnite building? Bro, I'm ramping over here. Quick save. People let their children go here?
Oh yeah, it's totally safe.
It's the hip new hanging out spot. That percussion.
Oh yeah. Was that a smack noise?
This game's got fall damage.
Yep. I
Oh,
will
shit.
be back in a few minutes.
That was awesome. Alright, let's see if there's anything to interact with here. Really? This is really just it? Guess this is it. I'm surprised there's no, like, snack wrappers or anything if the kids hang out up there. Like soda cans. Seriously? Seriously? That's like all my health. That's like a 5-foot fall. God damn. There's a lot of fall damage. Yeah. It's strange that there's no trash out there. What do you think happens if I oh. I can't. Okay. Alright, let's go find Isidore. Maybe I'll take a peek under the bridge. If I can. Good morals and luck are a great help in managing a small community without resorting to violence. Personal standing can work wonders. What do you mean? I like our town. We're all one big family, but sometimes I get the feeling that we're all controlled by an unseen power. Our actions but fiction. Quite possible. A lot of fourth wall implications in this game, it seems. But I shouldn't be attacking these people all willy-nilly. This game discourages rampant violence. Can't just start, like, stabbing people for fun? I mean, I can, I just mean it'd probably end badly for me. Ooh, looks like a water treatment. Something. He'd be lynched. Messed up. Whoa. 2 of them. Blowjob brothers. God damn. Okay, let's see my route here.
But if I keep going forward and then go down the stairs and then go... No, I'd have to go through here. Because it looks like these are walls of some sort. So I'd have to go around here. I think. That guy looks maybe not... Or maybe unique, perhaps. So evil looking. He looks like he wants to kill. Sound drunk. One second. Yeah, this... I don't trust this guy. If only I could wet my whistle. I'll only give you anything on earth in exchange for a gulp of chilly spring water. Why don't you drink from the river? All lowly animals dirty of image. Drink from the river. Us proud men deserve to drink spring water. It is brought here in barrels, but they're often empty. I'd get it from there, but I'm out of bottles. I drink straight out of a fountain, but I'm gonna faint. The air here is too spicy. I'm barely walking as it is. What? Oh, the air's too spicy. The local air. Okay. God. You are a lonely animal, dirty of image too. Drink from the river. I think he'd start swinging if I said that. So the local herbs are in bloom this time of year? They're not blooming, Professor. It does seem that he would give me bandages if I get him a bottle of water. A bottle of water. They're not blooming, Professor. They're withering. Withering and thence producing general languor. People fall dead without sleep like leaves. What? People fall dead without sleep like leaves from a branch. All because of a surplus of juices. Or maybe not. I'm not really a science guy. Oh no, I'm but a woeful wretch, Professor. A wretch that had suffered all too much. Nice chat. Okay. Hey, he's got some pretty nice clothes. This is City Hall. I'll take a little peek in here. After I adjust my seat. What's that? Alright. Cool.
How? How do these structures stay up like this? Is that a baby crying? It is fun. I'm not saying it's not cool and fun. Just want to know what the game developers were thinking.
They'll tell you with the messengers.
Yeah. Can I buy clothing? Is that what these stores are? Hey, buddy. Let me hide my chat overlay. I can. Okay. I didn't see what this guy's trying to sell me. Can't, because that's why I have my chat. I also can't access my chat options because how am I gonna do this? Kerosene. Needle. Sewing needle. Such needles may be of interest to children because local tradition prohibits them from owning any sharp objects. Wow. What if I start punching on some kid? That'd be crazy. She's staring at me like that. Or I'm almost there. God damn. That. Oh fuck. I'm gonna have to go all the way around, aren't Oh wait, no, there's an alley. Little alleyway right here.
Where's your door, dude? Don't tell me it's... It. Getting a little irritated by this situation. I heard singing. Whoa. Hey guys. A foul murder occurred here this night. No unauthorized access allowed. Inspecting the crime scene is strictly forbidden until further notice. Who was killed? Well, you're not a local, sir, so you're unlikely to understand the loss we've suffered. Isidore Barak, a great surgeon, a benefactor to us all, and an all-around skilled doc. An outstanding man, beloved and when well respected by us locals. There's always had to take the very best. What a foul time to live in. I knew him. I'm a doctor too. Whoever killed our only doc must surely be looking to get us all killed. Isidore could cure anything. He also knew how to make cuts or incisions, because he was a warden. He knew his lines all right. Like I said, it all makes sense. Whoever killed Simon took Isidore's life too. And this is merely the beginning. See, this murderer's deal is all mysterious. There was a talon stuck in the victim's chest. Go ahead, bend your arm at the elbow, good sir. Yeah, like that. There you go. That's how long it was. It broke off. There was dust on the floor, for the deceased had been a renowned step walker, and the dust was all covered in hoof steps and, like, traces of a sharp bone, I guess? As if someone was using a walking stick round there. I'm telling you, it's her. The Shabnakadir. The clay man-eater. We've been assigned to this post by Alexander, the head of the Saburov family. His house is in decline right now, but it's still very powerful and very much respected, for it is they that's been responsible for maintaining worldly order and public safety in the town since olden days. Please kindly address your concerns to him. There's their rod. You just take that road up there and get to the cape. As for me, I'm not authorized to let you in. Oh, that church I passed on the way here? Okay. Where are you? Look, this is no place for you to be, sir. Would you kindly leave, eh? The place is villainous. And times are rough. What if some thug or cutthroat comes after you? I can't protect everyone. Alright. Let's go. Whoa, fire. A quick save. Whoa, what's going on over here? That's a beautiful girl. No! Oh dear, oh what have you done? How is it? That was no Shabnak, that was a girl, living girl.
What? I didn't do that. But in the fire she is not to burn, for she is made of clay. Wrong, all wrong. Harden she must and fall apart. Smells like burning flesh, huh? A mistake then. Gotta keep looking. Come on, fellas. Let's find the B word. Haven't combed my backbone yet. That's fucked up. They cooked her. Beautiful girl. A beautiful naked girl. Oh shit.
I come back to a beautiful naked girl?
No, they killed her.
Oh no.
They burned her on this thick bone. I found a gun and bullets though. That's pretty cool. You should have seen her. She was so beautiful.
Well, I mean, if I ever want to see a beautiful naked girl, I can just look in the mirror.
That's true, that's true. These fences sure make it irritating to navigate this area. Can't believe that. That horrible thing I saw happen. Peter Stamerton's studio. You think he's at home?
I'm not sure about Peter.
Peter. Hey, Peter. Okay.
I'd really like to hang around and voice more characters, but I think I need to lay down.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Do you still want me to hang around?
I'll be in chat.
Okay.
Yeah, poor thing.
Good luck.
Girl disorder.
Yeah, she's sick.
I thought this was like a church, but I guess this is like someone's house.
It's probably still a church.
That's okay, I'll make it. I'm made of wood.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. All made of wood.
The outcome was to be expected, I'm afraid. Simon was doomed.
So, I finally get to see you. Yes, you really do look like a messenger of sorrowful times. In any case, welcome to The Rod. Our meeting is quite significant in a way. Facing the changes with open eyes and taking their first blow is my duty. You think we're on the verge of an especially unhappy era? No grim events have clouded our existence since last summer. The country has cured its war wounds. Commercial communications have been repaired. Astrologists expect nothing ill. Do you hold astrologists' opinions in high regard? Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to, sir? I am a ruler. Astrology can be very curious, but I cannot allow it to influence my decisions. I have to act according to factual circumstances. Would you agree? Definitely.
They say hitting hard is a good enough start.
Hitting hard is a good enough start? Okay, dude. So, you've come to meet with Simon, haven't you? What can I do for you now?
Actually invited by Isidore, so I came to meet with him first and foremost. But now it turns out that... he's been murdered, yes. Looks like the murderer is always one step ahead of you, doesn't it? The same one that took Simon's life, too. At least that's the conclusion suggested by the information at my disposal. Same pattern, same signature. Look, I haven't been there myself. I'm quite content with interrogating suspects. Especially since we already know who we're after. You can join the hunt, by the way. I can describe his features. You wouldn't believe it. His own son. The fellow came back after being away for quite a while. His father had sent him to study surgery when he was but a greenhorn. Quite a lot he has learnt, huh? A wandering scholar turned evil to the bone. All of that just to grab her the inheritance. Hydrate? Whoa. Drawing suggestion. Lachesis Dubois licking rum off a countertop? Drawing, hydrate. Okay, hydrate.
I should hydrate too.
Ugh. How did you figure that out? Do you believe in such a thing as clairvoyance, bachelor? No. Well, you should get to know my wife then, or better yet, those who have already had opportunities to witness the power of her prophecies. Former doubters first and foremost, rationalists. She's got something to say to you too, by the way. Not specifically, no, but it all adds up. And the circumstances of Simon's death make you wonder. 2. Isidore's son arrived here last night. The timing speaks against him. It even matches the time it takes to get from the Crucible to Isidore's house. I'll say that's not enough. I'll have to take the investigation into my own hands. Is there anyone who can be of help to me apart from your wife? There are very few good analysts in our town. Everyone is more or less superstitious here. Except for one Yulia Vericheva, perhaps. The most level-headed and reasonable person, the only person to remain skeptical about Katerina's talents, too. Without a shadow of a doubt. She has her own picture of events. She always does. Alright. The plot thickens. What is that symbol that pops up?
This Haruspex is trying to prove
Might be like auto-saving or something.
It's a no-go.
Those are volunteer patrolmen. We usually keep around 20 of them, but I've increased the number recently to 150 or so. I don't think this town has 100 people in it, buddy. Say something? They see me in the street saying "Willy, Willy," but you won't see me in the hill. You won't see me in the street. I'm like a hillbilly. I was sad because no one wanted to see my Willy. Now that I'm sad, everyone wants to see my Willy. Breaknecks, I'm the chiropractor. Unrest in the cemetery. If I weren't certain that Isidore has been murdered by his son, I would even consider a crime to be politically motivated. Isidore was preparing to take over the kin and become its leader, at least according to the information I have.
It could be new. Maybe I got it swapped out. You don't know. Maybe Sammy's coochie pill today. You never know. Yeah, I keep that thing free swinging. Got a full body latex, but with the crotch cut out. You know how it is. Step people who work in the abattoir. Many of them factory workmen, an ignorant patriarchal pile that hasn't changed much since the Stone Age. They look. Oh, wait, are we talking about the worms? They look human enough, but if you look closer, they're just beasts. Believe me when I'm telling you that I'm not snobbish in the slightest, but there's good reason to call them that. I don't think you're aware of the fact that Isidore came to me last night, just after he had returned, and warned me that there were some ominous events ahead of us. I took that as an unofficial warning about his upcoming takeover. Evidently, I've mobilized the patrols. I see what you're implying, Bachelor, but I'm not insane. Engineering Isidore's murder. As a matter of fact, a strong independent kitten under Isidore's rule would have been way more useful to me. That would weaken the power of the Honorable Vladislav Oglimsky, who has pocketed the economy of the whole town. He'd rather see the kin as a dumb and speechless herd. And come to think of it, well, I'm sure you understand where I'm going with this. Meow, 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 meow. What if there's a game where you got hurt even just by normal jumping? Like the fall damage was like so bonkers that like even just normal jumping on flat ground hurt you.
There is a game like that.
What?
It's a puzzle game. It's called Leap Year.
Wow, that sounds evil.
Yeah, you jump up 2 tiles, but you die if you fall from 2 tiles of height.
And so you can only survive jumping if it's to get higher?
Kind of. If you fall further than that, other funny things happen.
Oh.
Yeah, but the game hides that fact from you for a while.
That sounds pretty funny.
Yeah, it's actually a really good game. Takes about an hour or 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some of the paintings in this game are really cool.
Yeah.
I like that none of these people come to their door to like greet me or anything. They just wait for me to find them in their house.
You're a stranger.
Well, yeah, but I'm like in their house.
Oh, a lady. I know how to voice those.
It's kind of. I like her vibes. I like her short hair.
So lonely here.
Yeah, short hair girls.
My arms are flaccid, as if made of cotton.
I seem to have lost any capacity for observation. My mind is out of tune. Things no longer add up. Before, I had no trouble forming a trustworthy tessellation out of the most imperceptible contingencies. Now, I simply cannot get my head around it. Could it be that I am dying? Don't be a dick. Actually, I don't know. Do be a dick. Do your own thing. It's your game.
The drunkard was talking about how spicy the air is.
Yeah.
Let's say that the step air is way too thick. I think that's what causes it.
Oh no. Excuse me? Herbatviridae is in blossom, I grant you, but then it blooms every year. Every year the steppe is filled with its stupefying vapors. The issue I am having, however, has nothing to do with fatigue or perplexity. It is just that I've lost my ability to make distinctive events coincide.
What herb is that?
No matter what preternatural traits the locals ascribe to it, Twire is all heady aroma, a bunch of superstitions and remarkably little else. It has psychoactive properties, after a fashion, but then so does simple wormwood. Visions caused by ingestion of belladonna or Jimson weed are much more fascinating than what Twire has to offer.
It's a pity I'm not a botanist.
The most subtle folly grows out of the most subtle wisdom.
So, you have traveled all the way here only to find that both people you wanted to see were brutally murdered. Is this how the story goes? I do hope that your visit is not in any way related to these most unfortunate circumstances.
You like evil? Yeah. Sure, we'll go with that one.
Very much. It wouldn't be much of a stretch to say I absolutely admire her.
Gay?
Gay? Gay?
I'm afraid
good
it's
chat.
natural. Simon was doomed.
I have to find whoever it is that killed Isidore and Simon, and I wanted to ask for your help. Saburov told me you have a gift for all manner of investigative inquiry.
I'm certainly no better investigator than you. I never had a chance to search for a murderer before. The best I can offer is to fill in the blanks with whatever mysterious supernatural entities seem most fitting. Shabnak Adir is the simple man's scarecrow. I would have followed a different narrative.
What kind of narrative? Consider the circumstances of his death. They say Simon had locked himself up in the evening and consequently died in the morning inside the mansion, in a chamber with some peculiar name.
In this case, I would suggest that Simon was poisoned. By the Canes, I would have thought, but I know their family all too well. Their mutual loyalty is only rivaled by their arrogance towards anyone who is not one of them. They hold the princely sage who stands at the head of the family in highest esteem. They believe that a single dishonorable act will tarnish their name for generations to come. I doubt any of them would have stooped to this, no matter whether they wanted to or not.
Poisoned? How did you arrive at this conclusion?
I don't believe you understand what "he died in focus" really implies. Do you know what the Canes refer to as focus? You don't seem to grasp the semantics of the term. These are the Canes for you. These kinds of innuendos are their forte.
Well, what is this focus then?
The focus is anything but an abstraction. Quite the opposite, in fact. It is governed by mathematically rigid regularities.
No. Hold on.
Yeah.
Kill them.
Oh, I'm reporting.
Bye, robot.
Later, nerd. Let's see. You see, no one but the owner of the focus may get inside. This can only mean that Simon had brought the killer with him, or rather, within him, since no physical object may be brought into the focus either.
How do you know that?
Who doesn't? The Canes are notoriously passionate about all manner of synthetic anomalies. They will never pass up the opportunity to devise a Kunststück that would allow them to warp space, challenge physics, or manipulate optics. Metaphysically, a focus can be compared to a camera obscura. Do note that the name is not unfitting. No, it is entirely impossible for someone to get inside.
You're also not allowed to eat or drink, but that makes one suspect foul play in regard to Isidor's death. He had been stabbed, after all. Simon was disfigured and bleeding. His bones were broken.
Is that so? Well, this does introduce a different perspective. Did you say Isidore was the last person to see Simon? The question is, who did he see before? The sun had not yet set when Isidore returned from the steppe. However, he came to Simon well after midnight. The question naturally arises, where did he spend the missing few hours?
I want to walk the same route. Don't get me wrong, though.
Was Isidore seen with Saburov by any chance?
He was. He warned Saburov of an upcoming storm.
Alright, let me suggest then that while he was in the steppe, he saw or learned something that he wanted to report to all three ruling families. In this case, either of the Olginsky family should have been on his itinerary, especially since Barak was one of their own men.
Really?
Definitely. The Bull Project, from the abattoir to the railway, is controlled by the Olginsky family. If Isidore's discovery had anything at all to do with the kin, Isidore would have certainly related to Vlad, so do make sure to pay a visit to the lump. That's the name of the Olginsky mansion. Another fitting name, wouldn't you agree?
One sec.
You okay?
Alright. Thank you, Yulia. What would I do without you? Okay. The lump. Home to Big Vlad.
She's lump, she's in my head. That's an old
What?
song. Oh, okay, I'm not gonna read that again. It's the same dialogue.
Might be dead.
Yeah, it's true. That's right, Umber. Wow, I didn't know you two knew that song.
I hear it. Yeah, just out of my head.
What a delightfully strange band.
This is the lump.
Buggos.
Somewhere. The dogs are approaching. Pretty skybox. Wow. That's one of
It's
those.
a worm.
Ken. I think that's the Ken, right?
Yeah, the worm guys. This is like the epitome of Slav jank. It's great.
I can sleep in Big Vlad's bed?
Oh, hell yeah.
What are my stats like?
You know, statty. Stuff like that.
I'm doing alright. Seen that one before. Alright, Big Vlad.
Swine. Beasts. I shouldn't have indulged their whims.
Ah, Bachelor Dankovsky, of course. Who else could be so dapper? I've heard quite a lot about you. You taking a look around? Be sure to check the state of the industry around here. We have our own ways.
How curious. And what is the current state of your industry?
It's a complicated establishment with 1,000 years of history. A special approach is required to control such a colossus. See what I'm getting at, emissary?
Such businesses always leave room for improvement.
I can see we're not really seeing eye to eye. The project is special. Very special. That means common standards do not apply here. That would be very naive.
You're probably right.
No.
Yes, getting everything back on track won't be an easy task.
Earthen killer.
I'd like to inquire about the fate of my colleague, Isidore Burak. About the manner of his death, to be precise.
What are you implying? What is this manner you're talking about? Be so kind as to mind your own manners. I had nothing to do with it. Don't they say Isidore was murdered by a steppe demon, Jabnakadir? That was that thingy, Helen they fished out from the wound.
Right, a demon. Why didn't I think of it straight away? It was so obvious.
Your character's a dick.
It's hard for you to believe, isn't it? It used to be hard for many. With my boy, for example. Scoffer if I've ever seen one. And now even he believes it's real. He went off his head a bit. You're in the steppe now, seems, sir. Eastern and backwards. The dead rise from their graves here. Play dummies dance and bulls talk. Does he know the steppe well, that son of yours? He rubs elbows with the rabble, the butchers, odongi, shepherds and gatherers, learns their tongue, collects their legends, doesn't keep them in check at all. They even dare to come visit him within the premise of the town. You see a worm creeping through the streets, he's definitely looking for my son. What's wrong with them visiting him within the premises of the town?
They're dangerous, they're aggressive, and they hate everyone who isn't a step person. They'll jump you and kill you on the spot. They'll tear you up with their teeth and devour your flesh while you're still throwing fists at them. So if they're spotted within the town, countermeasures are taken. So what of your son? Perhaps you could tell me more about this creature. Hold your horses. You want to talk to my blockhead? No, you have nothing to talk about. He's not here, thankfully. I don't want you two to meet. You hear me? You heard me? These are tradesmen's words, and I'll stick to them. Fifty-year-old Vladislav at his phones could Vlad the Heavy at locals for his bad temper. I thought his name was Big Vlad.
Yes?
How do you think Simon died? I don't think he was murdered. How could he who craved monocracy not perish? He couldn't. How could he who craved monocracy not perish? He couldn't, not in this place. Balance requires equilibrium. So Simon's course of action contradicted yours? Come now. What I'm saying is, when someone takes too much upon themselves, they always end up ground down. That's how life works. But they say Simon was the one to bend the circumstances, not the other way around. No one seems to doubt that. Simon has lived a very long life. Very long. He was a worthy man, but long doesn't mean eternal, does it? No one is to blame for his death. Examine the body. You'll see for yourself. It just happened. Anyone let me examine the body. Well, that is temporary. A family tradition. He's not lying to you. He truly believes Simon was murdered. 1 second. 10:30, okay, that's fine. Were he to admit that Simon simply died... simply died of death, he'd probably go to his last home himself. The shock would be too much for the man. That's strange. Georgie Kane didn't appear sentimental to me. Eh?
Many a mickle makes a muckle. There's no hurry.
Isidore, I came by to see you last night. Don't try to deny it. So what if he did? I'm also aware of what you two have been talking about. All I want to know is why he left to see Simon afterwards. Oh my, pray forgive me. Though he wanted to bring me to heel, that traitor, that bastard, well, what he asked for was for me to stop the factory. How could I not kick him out? What did he tell you? Who else could have he spoken to? Perhaps someone who could have who could take measures. Of what kind? Huh? That, my dear and respectable friend, is none of your business. My property, like I said, is in order. See the skin and meat delivery reports. Do you know how hard? No way. It's my domain, whether anyone riots or not, and I'll have my way with them.
Oh.
You're the big guy here.
No.
Alright. Hmm.
Are you gonna shoot him?
What?
What?
Hard. It's hard.
I hope you saved before doing that.
I did.
Okay.
Prosecutor trick sound effect? I don't know. Oh, we got an ad break in progress. Come on. That's nasty. Good.
Look at this guy. He seems so full of energy.
I heard that these guys are probably looking for his son, so his son's probably someone I want to talk to. So if I follow this guy, I might find his son. He calls my thing morphine the way it keeps her in bed.
Amazing.
Where are we going, buddy? Is this the theater? What the fuck? Dude! Dude, not cool! What? Why? Ah. Why'd you make me do it, man?
Remember saying that the bell sounds like the Taco Bell ad is really ironic because of their slogan? Actually, I don't know, did they change it away from that at this point? Live Moss.
Why did you lead me here?
It is easier to govern others than to prevent being governed.
You found me here? Oh well, I'm not surprised. I suppose you're not too surprised by the fact. Yeah.
Huh.
But everyone knows about
Oh.
you either. The rumor of your arrival spread like fire. Why have you come? There was a peculiar incident yesterday by the spleen. I wish there was a peculiar incident by my spleen, if you know what I mean. Children were playing in the mud as usual. But can't say that. And suddenly they ran away from the sandbox, and the parents noticed that their hands were smothered in blood. It's in your tummy. However, none of them were wounded. Neither were any of them surprised. Such things happen all the time. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Ember. You got it.
When the worried adults came to the place where the children had been playing, they found nothing unusual there, only sticks and stones. What do you make of it? Nice to meet a person of a skeptical mind. I am Vladislav Oglimsky, the younger one, of course, and you are, of course, Daniil Denkovsky. Nice to meet you.
It is easier to govern others than to prevent being governed.
Bachelor, I have news for you that should prove to be of interest. You seem to be looking for the killer, right? I love all these options that are just like denial, like just not true, like no, you're wrong. I'm listening. I'll have to briefly explain a few things to you. Have you already been told what the termitary is? No? I'd like to hear you describe it. The termitary is a huge bunkhouse where the Bull Project workers live. Although living is the wrong term for it. They nest. Their nesting is a commune with a rather simple way of life. It could without reservation be called savage. And? Let's get to the point then. The case of pointless, aimless unrest has occurred in that hive mind's nest. The workers there are prone to lashing out from time to time like beasts frightened by a storm. They rage, they howl, they gnaw at one another. An unsightly image of a mass uprising. What does this have to do with Simon's murder? Riots occurred in the termitary several times before. The mob goes crazy for a few days, then they calm down just as unexpectedly. All of them at once. It's their heat cycle. I think they go crazy for sex. The sudden calm is just as void of reason as the unrest that had them set agog previously. Having a certain experience with the kid, we simply block the entrance to the zoo off until the riot defeats itself. The kid is, well, doesn't matter. It's hard to explain. Their whole so-called society, the many-headed biology. We usually lock them up beforehand. The evidence of an upcoming outbreak of mass lunacy becomes obvious in advance. And the termitary's Father Superior informs us of it. But Father Tachik has recently passed. A curious coincidence, don't you think? Mass anarchy. Anyway, a member of the kin managed to run off into the town while we were busy taking measures. Do you think he is the killer? I think you and I can help each other, Doctor. You are looking for the killer, and I'm sure it is a runaway butcher. The title of a half-man suits him very nicely. The Canes claim that Simon had not been killed by a human hand, don't they? And our family doesn't need unnecessary unrest in the town. This butcher can babble devil knows what. His mind is most likely clouded with insane ideas.
Rude.
Our family doesn't need this butcher can babble devils know what. His mind is most likely clouded with insane ideas. Why is your family so concerned about public order? Because we are rulers. It has nothing to do with charity, trust me. We are in charge of production after all. If the unrest becomes serious, the factories will stop, the project will start failing, and we have contracts. We lose money. Suppose I have to explain this to you. I understand. You don't want the runaway to spread unrest among the already scared townsfolk with words, right? You're correct. We've been de-lousing the where I live, so they've been kind of biting me a lot because they're scared. They're dying and they're panicking. Like that.
Oh jeez.
Or not lice, fleas. They're fleas.
Okay.
They've been biting
Still.
my legs. So my legs are really itchy. Kinda gross, but what's going on? Gotta get rid of them somehow, and that's how they respond usually. They barely know how to speak. But that only makes it worse. Half men, half beasts. They start preaching, you feel as though you've encountered a doomsayer. You need this butcher to disappear. Hand him over to the canes, or simply kill him if a beast attacks you. The reward will be hefty. He is most likely being harbored in a suspicious house. That's the crude sprawl. Yes, my father is a man of rather hard-handed disposition. Quick-tempered to boot. If he finds out the crude sprawl is concealing a fugitive, he will make a mess. Pointless brutality serves no one. I'm looking for peace rather than blood, I'm telling you. Boy the Younger is more than eager to get rid of some beast-like troublemaker. I wonder what the creature whose murder would not be considered a crime looks like.
Katerina thinks Claire is a messenger from heaven. Yeah, right.
Yes, Isidore did pay me a visit, but don't ask what we talked about. I have no right to share that with you. Yes, seems it's better to put the card on the table with you. You've talked to my father already. What do you know? Depending on your conscience, I'll find the whole truth out anyway, sooner rather than later. Theodore said, note that I'm merely retelling it secondhand. He said there's an epidemic in the steppe camps. An outbreak of Carbagan sickness, perhaps. The plague, that is. Father had issued an order to lock the termitary up to prevent the infection from getting in. I think Isidore had already been infected when he spoke with you? He was wrapped in a cloth and smelled of alcohol. Said these were preventative measures, but I still think he could have done all that just to convince me. Failing to convince my father. It was idiotic of me to fall for it. So he could have already been infected when he had visited Simon? You need to warn Reuben. Very urgent. He is about to examine Simon as soon as the period of time required by the Canes passes. Where is he? I have no idea. Hi, Amber. I don't know. There's a secret dissecting room in one of the warehouses, but no one knows where exactly. He used to live mostly in the steppe, sometimes sleeping in the termitary or the Lara Ravel's shelter. But he's not there, I know that for sure. He went away to mourn his master. What would you have done if you were him? Need to warn Reuben. It's very urgent. Don't like as long as it's not like headaches and stuff. It's specific symptoms. I don't just generally enjoy being sick.
Yeah, they've got an... Oh, I'll let them tell.
Yeah, ear infections suck, obviously. I had an ear infection once as a child, and it was really awful. I did it.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna hop off and go take care of him. Maybe lay down for a bit.
Okay.
I'll leave the tab open at least.
Thanks.
Right. Good night, Sammy.
Probably gonna wrap up pretty soon.
Okay. I hope you're liking the game.
Yeah, it's not what I was expecting, but it's not bad either.
Alright.
Expecting like a detective game.
Oh, it's not a detective game.
It feels like one so far.
Alright, well, I'll let the game speak for itself. See you around.
Yeah, we can raid out. Monochrome TV is live? Let me see if any dark lesbians are streaming right now first. Fish streaming. Go read fishing. Maybe if Monochrome was a dark lesbian, I'd raid them, but I've got to prioritize the dark lesbians, unfortunately. Wowie! That's my personal rule. Bye everyone! Bye bye bye! Bye!